Hello. Welcome to week 5 of the morning pages, the artist's way. Hopefully it's not too windy. I'm trying to hide behind a tree where it's not too crazy and the wind is kind of getting blocked off. But I'm at the park and it's Sunday. It's my last day of week 5 and I wanted to check in. So I like to just go by what are the requirements, right? Did I do my morning pages? Actually, this is the first week that I only did it for 5 days rather than the 7 days. Why? Just, I don't like to say that I have excuses, but it was a really busy week for me, especially the morning times. So I did the best that I could this week. Did I have an artist date? No, I fell off of that this week. I tried to make it happen, but it's been a week for me. But you know what, I'm here. I'm doing the best that I can. Not every week is going to be perfect and perfectly laid out. We're doing the best that I could. This is the only week that I have not done an artist date, and we're on week 5. So I'm not mad at myself for that. But this week was about recovering a sense of possibility in your life. That is like recovering, just beginning to believe in your yearnings again, in your dreams again. And what's interesting about this week is that this week I was like, well, the week prior I was already aware of like my yearnings and my dreams and what I want to kind of manifest in my life. And I was already kind of giving up on it because I was like, well, people don't understand my circumstances. I'm not like in the right place to be where I can manifest what I want because I'm a mom and there's like mom guilt, and the things that I want to do require me to do things on my own, and I feel selfish. And sure enough, when I started reading the chapter on week 5, it was very much about getting back into believing in your dreams and your yearnings and identifying that virtue trap, which was crazy to even go into this chapter feeling this way because I was already going in feeling guilty about my dreams, guilty about my yearnings, that I was already like subconsciously putting it in the back burner, like, well, maybe in the future. But it kind of stirred up some things within me and allowed me to believe again, and that I can still make things happen even though I'm a mom. But I have these expectations of myself as a mom and what I think people would expect of me as a mom, that trying to manifest a life with my yearnings, my callings, the Creator's callings, might actually go against my motherhood and how I mother, which is crazy because I thought about like there's so many husbands that leave for the military for a long time, and for me it's like I have a dream to be gone for a few months and travel to a different country, and it's not something my partner wants to do. And I think it'd be selfish to rip my son from his environment, from school and everything, that it's led me to want to just do things on my own. And I'm like, wait, husbands leave when they're on the military, and the wife is very supportive. Why can't a woman do that? So it's like a lot of uncovering and kind of like making sense of like my own narratives that I've adopted. So yeah, it's been a lot of uncovering of possibilities, but also like trying to reinterpret how I want to live this life, or kind of interpret my callings. How do I want to apply them into my life? Maybe they don't have to be so literal the way I want them to be, but I can find meaning and kind of thread it in my own personal life and still make it be meaningful and impactful for my own life. So yeah, it's been that, a lot of identifying and just trying to live my own life. But honestly, it's been a hard week for me, trying to, like, a big question that has come up for me is how do you know when to pause and live in the moment, and how do you know when to move forward and make actionable steps for a future that you see for yourself. Like, where do you know, where do you draw the line of like, okay, I'm being guided, but when you know you're being guided, do you stay still or do you make steps? So that's where I feel honestly very confused about this chapter in this book. It's like everything sounds so beautiful and so enticing and hopeful, but it's like, how do you actually apply it into your life? How do I know that I'm being guided? How do I know that I'm making the right steps? How do I know that I'm not living in my blocked shadow artist, you know? And how do I know that I'm actually paying attention to who I am and what my truth is? So that's a huge question that's been coming up for me. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that because that's how I'm ending this week. It's a lot of questions, a lot of no answers really yet, just big questions. So that's where I'm at. All right, see you next week. Bye.